All right, guys, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. It has been a while for me. Maybe not for you guys, but for me, it definitely has been. And we are in Missouri. We are starting off here in Kansas City, and we are going to be doing the Missouri World of Trucks event, Cruising Missouri. See if we can actually pull this up, see what the rules are. So we have to visit every city in Missouri. It looks like there's 12 of them. We're going to be starting off in Kansas City, so that'll immediately get us to. Let's see, we have to drive 12 different cities and at least 100 miles in between each city, at least from city to city, and we can only use the external contracts or the external market. With that being said, let's see if we got a trailer that can go with my truck here. See about a reefer. Go ahead and configure that a little bit. See if we can get a different paint job on here, something that will match better. If not, so be it. It is what it is. Yeah, there we go. I'm okay with that. Oh, I forgot to change the tires. I got black tires, so we're gonna run with that. I like that chrome cooler. All right. So we're gonna take this reefer trailer. Looks like he's using it. I forgot his name. Forgive me. He's an SCS developer. But we're going to end up using it. That is fine. It's saying it's going to be in our garage in Dallas. Unfortunately, well, we're going to do a little bit of magic here. Go back to drive. We're going to go to our... Bear with me. Tried to do this. There we go. And just like that, we have our trailer connected. Magic. Anyway, so we're in a Volvo VNL 870. I figured I'd change it up for this one. I might switch the trucks in later episodes. I think mirrors are good. I'm running no mods, not on this profile at least. So let's go ahead and start it up. So unlike normally where I would run the... Turn the lights on. I forgot words I'm thinking of. The external contracts without the, or just no trailer, just a bobtail. I figured I'd mix it up and do a trailer this time. So we're going to be doing our own trailer, just doing external market. So let's go ahead and take a look at the job board. Gotta keep moving my mic away so that way you guys can see me, or hear me, I should say. No wheel cam today, so you guys won't be able to hear me. So we're going to be starting in Kansas City, but we have to be on the Missouri side. Right now we're currently on the Missouri side. Before we were on the... Wow, I'm drawing a blank. Wow, I'm losing my mind. What state is that now? I'm losing my mind. What state is that? Kansas. Kansas. Wow, I'm losing my mind. Anyway, we're on the Kansas side, so now they're on the Missouri side. So we have to make sure that we're picking up on the Missouri side for this in order for it to work. And we have to deliver, see, you can see Kansas City or Missouri. So we have to deliver to Missouri only. So we got one haul. We can start away doing some grain. I'll be okay with that. See if there's anything else. That's 280 miles. That'd be a decent trip for the first one. So I actually might go with that. Some flour. Looks like we're pretty close to that. So, and it might be... So far, that looks like the biggest one available here. So we're going to go and take that. Kansas City to St. Louis. Begin delivery. Well, let's start heading our way over there. Forgive me, guys, it's been a little bit of a minute. I'm going to also, before I forget, I'm going to change it. So we're driving an automatic. So we're going to switch over to that. I'm not going to go too crazy into it. Oh, we are already in automatic mode. That makes it easy. Okay. This truck doesn't have... What am I looking for? Vehicle diagnostic. I don't think I have an 18-speed, right? Oh, I do have an 18-speed, so we can shift. You know, let's go ahead and shift. Let's do an 18 speed. So let's use the clutch today. So system options. I apologize. Getting this stuff out of the way. I probably should have set this up beforehand. So 8 shifter, 18 speed, and we're gonna go ahead and go with that. So there we go. So go ahead and start making way over there. Release our parking brake. Why am I not in gear? Hold on. That's why. I don't know why it's doing that. Why did these get reset? What the heck? Hold on. Something's wrong. Okay. That's better. I don't know why it was doing that. I had an update on the Moza pit house. I wonder if that has something to do with it. Yep, everything's good. Okay. That was really weird. I apologize for that, but you know it happens. Best thing to do is just troubleshoot and go from there. There we go. That's better. All right. Parking brakes in. Lights are on. Let's go ahead and head to the loading area. So looks like it's just down the road here to the right. I am using the Moza Racing TSW turn signal stocks and shifter, as you guys saw in the Moza pit house there. So I'm using all Moza products. Unfortunately, no wheel cam today. I didn't get a chance to set that up. Yeah, I'm excited for Missouri. It's a couple states away from where I live in Wisconsin. So looking forward to when they release Illinois. That'll be the next state up. They've already announced it. They've already did some release information on it. No release date yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to when that is released, because that is literally my neighboring state. I've been through Illinois many times. I've been through Missouri only a handful of times, maybe like I think twice. Yeah, twice in my entire lifetime. 3 times. 3 times. Take it back. If you want to count the way, because I drove down to Texas when I was younger. I didn't actually drive, but we did a family trip down to Texas. So I've only been through Missouri once there, once on the way back, and one other time where we did just a quick little, like went through a corner of it. That's it. But for the most part, yeah. It's a weird turn here. I don't like the angle here. So, but I've been through Illinois probably at least 24 times, so definitely looking forward to that. Watch that on the right. It looks like our dock is right there. We'll go ahead and roll down our window. So it's been a little bit since I've done a American Truck Simulator video. Last video I did was the Driving Academy on the realistic profile. We're back on the no mods profile, where I have basically pretty much everything. This is the one I do all the events on, convoys and stuff like that. No convoy this time. It's just gonna be me. Probably include this in multiple series. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna do of it. I just wanted to showcase some of this. So I definitely want to complete the event here. If not this week, then next week. Might do a live stream of it. I'm not really sure how I plan on doing everything. Once we get on the road, I can kind of get a bit more in depth on what's been going on with me and the reason why that is, if you guys care. Put back into here. That trailer turned in a little bit more. And as you see, you're representing the best community ever with our trailer. I'm gonna pull up a little bit. I don't like it where we're sitting, so. Yeah, we're in the grass a little bit, it's fine. There we go. Let's get her backed into the dock. There we are. Let's go ahead and get loaded. We'll leave the truck running while we do that. Keep her nice and warm. All right, looks like it's evening time. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map. Oh, okay. So pretty much a straight shot on I-70 down to St. Louis. So, man. Seems like it'd be a pretty decent shot. I don't see. We're gonna go past Columbia. I don't know. It's not really a whole lot. Just basically a straight shot. So 280 miles. Not bad. We'll check our time. Let's see. 13 hours. We have plenty of time to do that. So. All right. Lights on. Yep, we're good. We're in gear. Let's head off. Let you guys take a look at the truck now that it's kind of dark out. So I picked a nice theme, you know, thing I can think of like the Midwest for the truck. White-tailed deer is a big thing, at least here in Wisconsin for hunting wise. So I figured it'd be pretty big in Missouri as well. I'm not an expert, so don't ask me how much white-tailed deer there is in Missouri. I have no clue. But I know there's a lot in Wisconsin. So I figured what a good, I don't know what, paint job than, you know, something that represents the Midwest. All right, we'll go ahead. Like I said, no wheel cam today. I didn't get a chance to set it up. There's been a lot of stuff going on. It's been over 2 months since the last time I actually recorded videos. Last time I recorded some trucking simulator was back in February, where you guys got to see the Driving Academy. There has been some updates in both American Truck Simulator and in with me personally, which is very exciting news. I can't share a whole lot about it, but I can give you guys some kind of the gist of it. So, well, American Truck Simulator, you guys probably already know. If you don't know, we updated to the version of 1.54. Been a new cargo update for like flatbeds and stuff like that. The release of Missouri, which we're in now. Unfortunately, it is nighttime. So we're going to be driving at night. I'm not sure how my mods are on the other profiles. I haven't been on them. This is honestly the first profile I was on. Yeah, there's been a lot of changes going on. So we'll get on the road here and I'll kind of go over it once we get on I-70. So I got a green light. Also, Iowa is another neighboring state to me. They announced that. So I'm also looking forward to that state. I've never actually been to Iowa. I have friends that have been, but me personally, I have not. But that's also exciting. That just means one more state closer to where I live. I can't wait till they release my state. I'm sure you guys are the same way. When they release, you know, announce your state, how you're going to be, but definitely look forward to it. And I have not, I know there's a bunch of other YouTubers that have showcased early access, gameplay footage, and, you know, even since the game came out, or the DLC came out, you know, released information, videos, hauls, exactly what I'm doing right now that they have done on their channels. I have not seen them. It's no disrespect to those content creators. Absolute respect, all of them. I did not want to spoil this for myself. I don't know exactly in Missouri. Last time, I think I can actually tell you the route that I went. So, I live up near Milwaukee in Wisconsin, which is roughly about right here. So the most I've done is I've never been to Kansas City. I've been through St. Louis. I've been through Springfield, Joplin, going through Oklahoma City, and then going down to Dallas, Fort Worth area. So I've never seen these little outside skirts of Missouri. So I'm always curious on that. I've been to a lot of the other states. I've been to Minnesota a little bit. I can't really call it because I just crossed the Mississippi River. I've been to these states. I haven't really been down south too much at all. But where we traveled is we took, I think it's 44. I'm pretty sure it's 44 we just took. Yeah. So I didn't get to see I-70 or anything else in that matter, or you know, any of these other highways. So I was pretty much on the major interstate of I-44 past St. Louis. So that's as much as I was able to see. So I'm really curious to see the rest of it, especially the tunnels. Oh, I got a green arrow. How are you supposed to see that? Oh, great. I stalled it. How am I supposed to see that from where I am at? I can't even see that from the cab. Like, seriously. How are you supposed to see that? External view, I guess. I got cars right behind me, so I can't back up. But yeah, the most I've ever seen was I-44 going south to Oklahoma, and I'm visiting Oklahoma. So I've been to Oklahoma a couple times. I've been to Texas. I mean, you name it, but I never got to experience the rest of the state, so I didn't want to spoil it for me by watching other videos. And I'm really curious to see the salt mine, the tunnel. I don't know what you call it. The words are escaping me for right now, but you guys know what I mean. The big distribution center that's here in Missouri for the trucks that go in the giant underground caves. The caves, that's what it is. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word I'm looking for. I couldn't find it, so. But I did not want to spoil it for myself by watching other people's videos. Yeah, it's the same thing when they come out with another state. I don't want to spoil it. I want to be able to experience it first. So that's just type of who I am. Anytime that a game or something gets spoiled for me, it just makes me not want to do it. And I didn't want that to be the case. And I want to be able to showcase it for you guys here, so. Looks like it's 45 through here. So I am playing on a somewhat realistic setting as far as configurations of the truck, the suspension, all that stuff. There is also a physics improvement that they did here in the game, so kind of curious. Not saying we're going to go into an accident, but I'm curious on how that is if we were, how that would play out. Alright, looks like we're going to be going off here. Those in the right lane. Good to move over. approaching 1 mile. See if we got a way in. Ooh, losing the right lane. 65 speed limit. We got a way. Yeah, we do. Hit our Jake. Empty anyway. I don't know what our tare weight is, but so go ahead. 78,105. We're legal. And how much are this? 41,000. So if you guys can do the math, you could probably figure out what our tare weight is. That's with fuel though, and it looks like we're on a full tank. Should have slept there. We can see this at night, or instead of at night, we can see it during the day. I'm losing my words. Forgive me. It happens. Turn our brights on though. But yeah, so a lot is kind of going on in the past few months. I ended up changing jobs, furthering my career. So I'm no longer doing what I was doing, which is essentially a public safety role. In the private sector. So I was doing that for a while. Was doing that for about 6 years. I don't really talk about what I do professionally for a living, just because, you know, it's not something that we really talk about too much. But I had an opportunity. I've been testing. So I went to college a few years ago, got my degree and everything. I'm a little bit late to the game on that, so I'm a little bit older in comparison to some of the younger guys. Back in 2020, I decided to get my degree after completing high school. Again, I'm a bit later, so I don't want to give up my complete age, but I'm in my 30s. So most of my 20s I spent kind of just doing odds and ends jobs, and so now I decided to I guess back in 2017 or 2018 is when I decided to make a career change, doing from like a manufacturing, basically odd-end jobs, to something more tangible. I started to get into the public safety in the private sector realm, and I was doing that, and then I met a friend of mine now, who became my best friend, and he hooked me onto a type of career that I thought I'd love. So I went to get my degree for that. I went and did it. I then, while I was working full-time, was going to school full-time. That's why I took such a long break in my uploads. Back then, I did a video last year about what everything happened. In between that, I also got married. Just a bunch of stuff happened in life that YouTube kind of fell to the wayside, and I don't think that's going to happen again. But there's been I've been trying out for this job, which is very competitive, working on my physical health a lot, making sure I'm up for the task for it. And then I finally got the opportunity to do that career this year, and so this past week was my first week of doing the training for it. Actually, 2 weeks ago was the first one. This is the first official. So I am actually out of town Monday through Friday. I'm up north on the northern part of Wisconsin doing some training, and it's going to be going on all summer. It is a long process for this training. I'm not going to say what it is or where I'm exactly at, just for the, you know, privacy. Just how, you know, I don't want to give away what I do. If you guys are smart enough, you could probably figure out what I do, but I'm not going to give it away. Oh, we discovered Columbia. Nice. Slow, or show me state. Show me state. Almost thought that said slow. But yeah, so essentially my upload schedule, just want to give you guys full disclosure on this. I've been trying to do 2 to 3 videos a week going out for a while, between my other series that I have, which is House Flipper, another game I really enjoy, and then trucking, and I did include some Fallout. I had some other plans and some other series. I just didn't know how to fit them into my schedule. Once I started them, I'm talking about like Red Dead, a couple other things that I announced on the channel here and started to make progress towards. I just ultimately ended up not being able to find enough time because I work full time. I don't, you know, I'm still new to YouTube. I'm somewhat monetized, but I don't get any monetary value, if that makes any sense. So I don't get any ad revenue or anything. I'm not at that level just yet. But I do appreciate you guys for watching my content, because it definitely helps me out. It helps me grow. Anytime I get people viewing and watching my videos, subscribing, anything, it definitely helps me out, and I'm grateful for it. I never thought I would be where I am right now at over 600 subscribers. I remember starting out with my first video. I think it was a Battlefield 4 video, and I just did it for fun. And then when I started doing Fallout videos of building, it just kind of, you know, I didn't ever expect it. I was going to get like massive, like a Jacksepticeye Markiplier big ever. And I'm not expecting I'm going to, but the fact that I'm over 500, it means a lot to me, and it just, by all means, like, I'm grateful for that. And that might not be for everyone here in the trucking community, but it might be some of my other videos, and that's perfectly fine. If you are here watching this video and you're from that, you're looking forward, like, when am I doing the next video? I don't have a definitive answer, but I do plan on doing more. Just because of how life is. And I'm going to do a dedicated video, probably, I'm going to try in the next upcoming weeks to kind of explain a little bit more about this. But yeah, it's going to be, it's a challenge. I'm going slow, man. But it's nice. I'm excited for the change. It's been a long time coming. I've been great at my job for 6.5 years, and it's, you know, I needed a change. I started to get a little bit of that burnout, doing the same thing every single day, every single week, every single year. When nothing changes, you gotta, you know, do something to make that change. You know, become that change that, you know, are looking for. And this is a big step in that right direction. So that being said, my upload schedule for the next few months is going to be very limited. The most I'm going to be able to do is 2 videos a week. Majority of the time it's probably just going to be a single video, so my upload schedule is probably going to go a little bit to the wayside. But I will still be uploading every week at least 1 video, whether it's trucking or house flipping or anything else. I do have some other videos that I recorded prior to that I have to edit and get those out, so those will also be coming out as well. Just a bit of a variety of different things. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys are too. I do plan on doing more trucking simulator videos. After this first one here this week, I do plan on doing some more. Just might be, ooh, got the green light, nice. It might be like every couple weeks or so. Anytime there's a big update or anything like that, I'll try to cover it. Like a new state, I'm definitely going to be covering it. If not the week it comes out, the week after, as much as I can. Next week, I'm not going to be doing. So by the time this video comes out, which will be a week from recording, next week I plan on doing a live stream. probably on Saturday, just so that way it can cover some more of this expansion, this DLC, and then I want to go back to that owner-operator series that I started with the Driving Academy and get some of that out of the way. Well, that's my plans, and that's kind of the big update. We're already in St. Louis. Wow, that was quick. I guess Missouri isn't that big of a state when it comes to width. Maybe in length, but in width, yeah, it's probably pretty small. I mean, 280 miles just to cover from one side of the state to the other. That's not bad at all, honestly. But yeah, so that's kind of the big update. If you guys haven't seen or you guys are wondering why I haven't posted that many trucking videos lately, and that's the reason why. So, but with that being said, like I said, I do plan on doing more regular videos. It just it's going to be dependent on time, on my schedule, when I'm able to record, when I'm able to set aside the editing for it, and everything like that. Yeah. So the time I'm recording this is the day after Missouri came out. So you guys will see it probably sometime next week, which for you guys would be this week. I don't know, it's weird talking in the future. But yeah, so I'm excited for it. If there's any other updates, I'll let you guys know. I also have a Discord channel that I have access to. If you guys want to join my Discord, feel free. The link is on my channel description, so feel free to hit that link. That is an open link. You're welcome to join, hang out. I call it the Vault just because of how much I love Fallout, but it's not strictly Fallout related. It's kind of just a variety channel. I do have some channels dedicated for trucking. There's also, if you guys have any questions about setting up for... There's the arch, man. That's cool. Sorry, squirrel moment. I saw the arch and I had to look at it. External camera? Not a good camera right there. Be better if I was stopped. Like I was saying, my channel has a dedicated area for trucking, so if you guys want to do that, and also if you're looking at setting up the Moza TSW or turn signal stocks, I do have some configurations that I have in there as well that you're welcome to copy and use for your own setup if need be. So that being said, we are okay, good. We are in St. Louis, so we got 39 miles to go. We're going to be going left. Just kind of looking down at the GPS there in the dash. So we're going towards Memphis. Yep, we are. Okay. I think we're going a little hot for this, but no, we're good. I forgot which one's my my Jimmy stick. That one is, okay. That's my Jake brake, okay. Okay. I had to learn my controls again. It's been a minute, so I can access my engine brake here on the right. You guys can't see it, but it's the right stock that I have that controls the wipers. So, and then my bottom left stock is the trailer brake if I need it. So we'll go ahead and kick this on. Looks like we're in the second exit. Coming in hot, coming in hot, coming in hot. I don't like that. The advantage or disadvantage of being a manual is you have to control the gears. You don't have the transmission doing it for you. That was a pretty close call though. Almost wrecked. Also, I do plan on doing some more Euro Truck Simulator videos. I know I have to do the Driving Academy. I told you guys that I was planning on doing that at some point, so I have to find time to do it. Again, there's been so much that's been happening. Everything just happened so quick. For me getting the job offer, doing the selection process for that, to my final 2 weeks at my old job, doing the best I can to train the staff, because I was a supervisor, so be able to train the staff to be able to survive without me, that was fun to do. And then getting prepared for my new job all at the same time, and then now with training, so there's just been a lot going on. So, but I am excited for it. Oh, we are going in the caves. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. This is awesome. I was not expecting this. I'm okay with this 100%. I didn't know that this is where we're going. I am excited. This is cool. I'm gonna roll down the windows. So what's this say? I can't read that. Back up so I can read that sign. Authorized personnel only. Restricted parking by permission only. No trespassing. Okay. So we are entering the caves, ladies and gentlemen. That's thumbnail worthy right there. That picture right there. Fact. Let's see if we can take one. There we go. Got a picture of that. Like we're going to be on the right hand side. back. Yep, we're right here. All right. Might have to go to the external camera just because of how tight this is. Oh, not making it. I'm not liking this at all. Oh, we're getting it. We're getting it, though. We're getting it. Just idling it back. Just idling it back. And start to follow it and get under it. There we go. Might have to pull up a little bit. That's fine. We're getting it. We're getting it. That's fine. Straighten her out. Do they want us to bump the dock? There we go. There we are. That a little hairy at the end, but it's a job well done. So let's go ahead and unload. 283 miles, 41 minutes, 37 gallons used. Not bad. See if there's any jobs offer right away here. Nothing that is coming from here. So that is fine. So let's go back to the external market. See if we got anything coming from St. Louis. Going to another Maryville. 301. Looks like that's the only one. So that'll be the next delivery. We're going to the Rockport. So all right. So we go ahead and selected that delivery. That'll be the next one in next week's episode. I plan on doing 2 of them, at least right away. Actually, I'm going to try to do this one early on in the week. So you guys will see this early next week, hopefully, if everything goes well. So anyway, that'll be it for this. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was at night, but hey, I mean, it is what it is sometimes, and that's trucking for you. So, that being said, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.